Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the first fellowship service of the fellowship year. And I'd like, since we heard that little digital voice, maybe you could turn off your speakers on your phones now, because it's so embarrassing when that happens in a service, and it has happened to me. Our mission at the First Unitarian Fellowship of Nanaimo is to create spiritual connection and bring compassion, discovery, and social justice to life. My name is Catherine Walker, also known as Catherine number 2. There's Catherine number 1. And we won't explain to you why that. You can figure it out yourself. And my pronouns are she, her, and hers. Let's say hello to everyone attending on Zoom. So if you turn around and look at that frog and wave at it, the camera's right there. There they are. Whatever your hopes, dreams, and aspirations, whatever your race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, gender identity, whatever makes you who you are warmly welcomed here. In keeping with our Unitarian Universalist aspiration of radical inclusion, we invite you to share your pronouns as well as your full name when introducing yourself, if you are comfortable doing so. We are grateful for our diversity of voices on Sunday mornings, and our services vary from week to week. Our service is between 60 and 75 minutes long. If this is your first time with us, a very special welcome to you. We invite you to stay after the service to enjoy some refreshments and get to know us better. If you're joining us online, please consider sharing your contact information with us. You can share it with the host by going to the chat icon at the bottom of your screen. We'd love to welcome you to our community. We do have a website, ufon.ca, and we invite you to check it out for more detailed information. You can also get our newsletter by signing up at the back table with Bev and Brenda. We acknowledge today that we are on the traditional territory of the Snuneymuxw First Nation. As Unitarians, we are committed to the work of reconciliation required to address the harm done to all Indigenous peoples and their cultures by non-Indigenous peoples. We have much to learn from the Indigenous perspective, including that the earth is the source of all life and that our responsibility is to honor and care for it. I'm going to invite Tony Turner, our wonderful music man for today's service, and our board chair up to make a special announcement. Well,
yes, thank you.
You're special. So
I'm
it's a
special.
announcement.
Thank you, Catherine. Yes, I am Tony Turner, and I am the chair of the board. And we had our first board meeting on Friday. And, this has been a very eventful summer. If you've been reading our newsletters, we left the end of last year, we didn't have a minister, and now we're going to have one. And that's going to be fantastic. Yes, Reverend Ashley Burzak is going to be, start in, we think, the end of November. And it's going to be a very, very exciting and new time for us, a new phase of our fellowship growth. And we've been wanting this for years. So, and I want to acknowledge been several people that have been worked very, very hard over the summer to make that happen. And we'll get to that thank yous another time. But we had our board meeting on Friday, and I just want to, because I can't call everybody individually or individuals, and I want to let you know that during this exciting time, you can be part of the growth of our fellowship and have a special role. If you are interested to be part of the leadership in any way, like in terms of being on the board or other capacities, speak to me or speak to some other member of our board. Lois is here; she's our secretary, and just put your hand up, Lois. And then there's Brenda back there, Brenda Stewart. And Larry's not here today, but Larry, he's usually the brightest object in the room. And he's our treasurer. And there's so we do want good, competent people on our board and a diversity of people and voices. So just think about it. In 3 weeks we have our annual general meeting, and people can raise their hands and say, yes, I want to be part of this. Because our nominations are honored from the floor as well on that day. So anyways, it's going to be a great year. So welcome back, everyone. That's my announcement.
Thank you, Tony. And I'm going to add, since I am the co-chair of the Sunday Services Committee, you can also join the Sunday Services team. I think we call them teams now. And we've decided that if you just want to come and take minutes, and you don't have to do anything else, or you want to help chair, we're trying to break it down to make it more user-friendly. So if you're at all interested in how we create services and working with our lovely ministerial people, and a great little team, just approach me or Catherine number 1 or Rupert over there. And that's it for announcements. To find out about all special events, groups, and meetings taking place in the hall, you can go to the calendar on our website, read the weekly email sent to you on Friday, or check out the large whiteboards in the hall by the washrooms.
There was 2 announcements about
Okay.
draw the line and
Okay.
send those to you.
Okay, sorry, that's me not checking my email. What do we do now? This is Unitarianism in action.
Yes, right, okay. Wow, okay, we had a beautiful announcement. Just to let you know that next weekend is Nanaimo Climate Connections 2025. A number of us in the fellowship have been involved in organizing that. Seth Klein is going to be our keynote speaker on Saturday. Laura Lynch of the CBC Radio's What on Earth is also a keynote speaker. There's breakout groups, there's food, there's entertainment. It's on Friday, September 12th, and Saturday all day, the 13th at Wellington Hall. You can go to the website of the Nanaimo Climate Action Hub, which is nanaimoclimateaction.org, to register. And we need people to register because the hall only has capacity for 250 people, and we already have 200 people registered. So this is a big, big event. The next one, I'll just refer you to the poster on the back. Draw the line. It's Seniors for Climate, the Council of Canadians, and we're having an event. Yes, Ruth is pointing. Yes, she's directing your attention to the poster. And I want to tell you, it's also going to feature the Raging Grannies, and I'm one of them. This is my debut as a Raging Granny. So this is really important to me. And I also want to acknowledge Francis, who painted the 52-foot Draw the Line banner at Pacific Gardens. We rolled it out. It takes us 10 people to carry it. So we need at least 10 people to help. It's going to be a great event, singing, a speech by Dr. Bethany Ricker, who's from the Canadian Association for Physicians for the Environment. And we also have cookies. If you come, you will get at least one, if not more, cookies. So please come.
I don't know. I think you did that a lot better than I would have, Catherine. But I know what happened now. I'm not totally incompetent. I have my summer hat on, and I read those announcements. I'm going, wait, I know that. I thought you were just telling me as a friend. I didn't realize they were Sunday service announcements. I'm sorry. Okay, summer hat off. Okay. Huh? Whatever. Okay. A little discombobulated now. Okay. Let us now enter into sacred time. Tony Turner will lead us into worship through music.
Driving rain, fill this valley, quench the land of a mighty thirst, leaving trees in pools of teardrops, and the hillside hillsides set to burst, waters rise like the days of Noah, drown this lowland through and through, driving boulders, braiding channels, shape this valley, make it new. Sky is frowning, currents quicken, I can't tell what's round the bend. Waters rising, channels shifting, Pequare River changed again. Pequare River changed again. I am drifting down this valley, I trust, where it leads past virgin forest, tumbling side streams caught between these mountain peaks, rapids calling in a whisper that swells to a fearless roar. I paddle harder than my heartbeat, bound for the peace of Dos Montañas gorge. Sky is frowning, current quickens, I can't tell what's round the bend. Waters rising, channels shifting, Pequare River changed again. Pequare River changed again. Changed again. Changed again. Changed again.
Thank you, Tony. That was gorgeous.
And an original.
I was wondering. Through the interdependent web of life, the waters flow. With each drop, the mysterious gift of life is given. Let the waters flow through us with love and compassion. Let the streams of our individual lives come together in this place to join and mingle with each other, to share and to celebrate. Joining the greater river of fellowship for another year, may we know once again that we are not isolated beings. We are connected in mystery and in miracle to the universe, to this community, and to each other.
You and I and all of us blew about with the winds of summer,
following the sun in different ways of freedom and play,
finding rest in the cool stillness of shadows, and moving to the slow, heat-struck rhythms which turn the long hours of summer light.
Now it is time for gathering in. We come together at this time and in this place on the bridge of autumn.
Summer is fading backwards into memory, and winter waits in snowy brilliance.
We meet with eagerness and delight, needing one another for sharing.
We have joys and sorrows and hopes to share, questions, things we care about and want to help make better.
Things that we would like to understand, ideas waiting to be heard.
Today, we are together in gladness, once more the special community that we call our fellowship.
A community of all ages that sings its songs, tells its thoughts, asks its questions, and searches together with courage and with love.
A community that also sings together. And I invite you to rise in body or in spirit as we sing our opening song, Open the Door.
So for our time for all ages today, we have a story by Leonard Ingram called The Wisdom of the Sands. A stream from its source in faraway mountains, passing through every kind and description of countryside, at last reaches the sands of the desert. Just as it had crossed every other barrier, the stream tried to cross this one too. But it found that as it flowed into the sands, its water simply disappeared. It was convinced, however, that its destiny was to cross this desert as well, and yet there was no way.
Now, a hidden voice coming from the desert itself whispered, "The wind crosses the desert, and so can a stream."
The stream objected that it was only dashing itself against the sands and being absorbed, that the wind could fly, and this was why it could cross the desert, but how can I?
By hurtling in your own accustomed way, you cannot get across. You will either disappear or become a marsh. You must allow the wind to carry you over to your destination, replied the desert.
But how can this happen? Asked the stream.
By allowing yourself to be absorbed into the wind, the desert replied.
This idea was not acceptable to the stream. After all, it had never been absorbed before. It did not want to lose its individuality. And once having lost it, how was one ever to know if it could be regained?
The wind, said the whisper, performs this function. It takes up the water and carries it over the desert and then lets it fall again. Falling as rain, the water again becomes a river.
But how can I know that this is true? Protested the stream.
It is so, replied the whisper, and if you do not believe it, you cannot become more than a quagmire, and even that could take many, many years. In any case, it will certainly not be the same as being a stream.
But, asked the stream, can I not just stop here and remain the same stream I am today?
You cannot, in any way, remain the same, whispered the desert sands. Movement is your very nature. It will never cease until your true destination has been reached.
When the stream deeply considered this, echoes of the truth began to arise in its mind. Yes, this is true. It understood that this was the only real and intelligent thing to do. And the stream raised its vapors into the welcoming arms of the wind, which gently and easily bore it upwards and along, letting it fall softly as soon as it reached the roof of the distant mountains. It was now able to remember its prior dilemma in the desert and realize the goal of its long journey, its true identity, and the deathless nature of its true being. And this is why it is said that the way by which the stream of life crosses the desert of this world is written in the sand.
We are, each of us, like that stream, making our way through life, sometimes flowing smoothly and sometimes knocked about by the whirlpools of life. Each of us is also required at times to transform from what we have been to what we might not know, assured only that we are striving for wholeness. This community, too, is like the stream, or perhaps more like a river, each person adding to the flow, many streams coming together. A river has purpose to flow to the sea, or at least to lowest ground. As it follows its purpose, its destiny, its mission, it traverses obstacles, creating waterfalls and rapids. There are moments of calm and a widening of itself into perhaps a lake. Yet it is always flowing, always moving, always transforming.
As our many streams converge again into this river of community, may we be willing to be absorbed and transformed. May the river of this community carve canyons of care and valleys of peace. May we experience the calm lakes of compassion and the babbling brooks of learning. And may justice pour down like water and love like an ever-flowing stream. Now let's join together in singing our children's recessional song, We Hold You in Our Love.
We hold you in our love as you go, as you go. May your heart be at peace as you go. To nurture the spark of your precious life. We hold you in our hearts as you go. Nous vous entourons d'amour maintenant et toujours. Que vos cours soient en paix pour toujours. Cultivons l'étincelle jour après jour. Nous vous entourons d'amour pour toujours.
Thank you, Reverend Debra and Reilly. That was a very deep children's or all ages story. And that was not supposed to be a pun, but, and thank you, Tony. So today we've come to the part of our service, Joys and Concerns, where we share with each other. And I'd like to start it by acknowledging that we're very blessed today. We don't usually have Reverend Debra and Reilly at the same service, and it's really a blessing. And we also are blessed by the fact that our new minister, Reverend Ashley, has sent us a video, so she's going to be with us this morning too. So I'll turn that over to the AV crew.
Hello, I'm Reverend Ashley, and I'm so excited to be joining you as your minister at the end of November. I have had a chance to meet some of you, and a few of you have even gotten to meet my husband, Derek, who will be the new pastor at Hope Lutheran Church, just a few minutes away from you. I'm looking forward to getting to know those of you who I have met much better, and getting to meet those of you that I have not yet met. This will be a huge transition for our family, especially for my two children who are 11 and 7. We will have so much to learn about our new home country, but I have assured them that the Nanaimo bars will make it all worth it. I would like to invite anyone who would like to meet with me individually to reach out, to schedule a time, either by Zoom or to grab coffee once I arrive on November 30th. And I can't wait to get to know you all.
I'm actually kind of choked up. As a spiritual community, it is our intention to be authentically present to one another, especially in these challenging times. One way we do this is by including in the service a time to listen to the significant personal milestones in our lives. If you have had such a milestone and wish to share it, now is the time to do so. We'll begin with those of you in the hall, and then we'll invite those attending on Zoom. When you come to the microphone, please introduce yourself with your full name. As I place the final pebble in the water bowl, for the joys and concerns that have been left unspoken, I ask that you hold in your heart everything that you have heard and felt.
We share in love, we listen in love, we hold one another in love. Each joy and concern we witness and learn and grow together in love. And grow together in love.
Now would be a time in our service when we would have a meditation, a time to focus inward in community. This morning, we are going to do that with a wonderful video from Coco Love Alcorn, a Canadian artist, and I invite you just to be present with her. We'll have a brief silence after this and then move into our water communion service.
The river is a healer, the river is a sage. The river knows no end, and the river feels no age. The river is a leader every single day. It's living in the moment, and it always finds a way. Water heal my body, water heal my soul. When I go down to the water, by the water I feel home. The river calls me over, it's calling out my name. In the day and in the night, I hear that river all the same. It's calling me over, calling out my pain. Oh, a river gathers tears just like a river gathers rain. Water heal my body, water heal my soul. When I go down to the water, by the water I feel home. The river is a traveler, always on the go. Oh, a river never worries if it's fast or if it's slow. River, take me to where I need to go. And heal my soul. When I go down, down to the water, by the water, I feel whole. Water heal my body. Water heal my soul. When I go down, down to the water, by the water, by the water, by the water, by the water, I feel whole. When I go down, down to the water, by the water, I feel whole. Water heal my body. Water heal my soul. When I go down, down to the water, by the water, I feel whole. Water heal my body. Water heal my soul. When I go down, down to the water, I go down, down to the water. When I go down, down to the water, by the water, I feel whole.
For us here in Canada, living on Turtle Island, check, water is always a part of summer activities. Be it a thunderstorm, splashing in a puddle, swimming, boating, or listening to a gurgling brook or crashing waves. We use water to hold the memories of special times in our individual lives. This morning, we use water to mingle our memories and our hopes, and to bring ourselves back into this community. As we reconvene after the summer, it is our tradition to have this water communion, a coming together in union. Communion is a ritual that speaks to the sacred unity between us and the hope for an enduring future. We come together using the symbol of water to signify the joy of mingling together and the hope that flows through this loving community. Hope for health and well-being for all gathered here, those in our circle of caring, and all beings in the interconnected web.
We bring waters from exotic places around the world, be it from far-off travel or the backyard wonder with a child. We add to the communal bowl water that holds meaning from a long-cherished friend's garden or a distant homeland. We come to pour our insights and wisdom into a shared vessel. This ritual draws us joyfully back into loving community. Some of you have brought water gathered or a facsimile. Others have brought your memories and are welcome to pour from the sacred shared pitcher, the magic water, representing all water. You may offer brief words or offer your water in silence. I invite the adults to try and share in haiku-like fashion, if you will, in a sidebar. Haiku is a Japanese poem structured of 17 syllables. 5-7-5 is the makeup pattern. Just a few words that actually capture the essence. I'll offer mine to begin and then invite Reilly to give a few more details. We don't have a handheld mic.
No, they don't have one working, so they're going to have to go to the podium after.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you to pour water for me, maybe, Reilly. My haiku, connecting, dear friends, ocean waves crash, deep calm, sprinkler rainbows, home.
So as you come forward to add your water, you'll line up in the center aisle, and when you're done, you can return to your seat by way of the side aisles. If anything limits you in coming forward, you can just signal Catherine, and she'll bring a water and bowl to you. So anybody who's ready can come up. You can either pour from water you brought or from the shared pitcher, then say your words into the podium mic, and then you can return to your seat. Is there anybody who's ready to start? Go ahead, KJ.
Freshets of water tickle my legs. Eagle flies overhead. Bliss, swimming at Calgary Dam Park.
No haiku, can't say it. But there's going to be lots of produce at the welcoming table, so please help yourself and take it home. Thank you. Made with the water, the virtual water we just shared.
Family, son from Taiwan, Sarah, daughter from Coquitlam, together again. We won't see our son for another year. Wonderful, happy memories. Friends of Rob coming up to stay with us. Lots of fun, games, and lots of love.
Nice.
Ocean waves, sun sparkling, plays, music, seeing Footloose, joys, happy feet. I lost my count. Summer.
A crashing Atlantic Ocean off St. John's when I was there for my niece's wedding.
Just a little water from the home river.
Swimming in the Atlantic with my wonderful 9-year-old granddaughter.
My water today is keeping those flowers alive. And I'm hoping to have flowers at the service every week after this year. And there's a sign-up sheet at the back.
Cox Bay Beach, west coast of Vancouver Island, family camping at Surf Grove, and friends camping too. Love, sunshine, waves, and survived the tsunami.
That's water from the Nanaimo River in Cedar, fresh this morning.
Nanaimo River, amazing, wild, first time for Jim, and wonderful time with granddaughter. And the second pour was down at the crab docks in the harbor. Amazing, calm, peaceful, fun.
This water was drinking water from my campsite. I just came up with a poem. Camping in the woods, Staying cool, drinking water, cathartic resting.
My water represents the water, again, from the Nanaimo River that I used when I was doing not very good watercolor painting, so I was able to return the water when I was done with it back to the river.
Well, I have no IQ for the haiku, but I will say my water is the tears of joy for beautiful people coming together in relationship to the divine.
My drops of water commingle with earth's wellspring in joyful splashes.
Charlotte, do you want to put your water in?
My dad was swimming in the Morel Lake. He jumped in the water, he took his clothes off and then he jumped in the Morel Lake.
Mine is water from 2 homes, and one of them from the bottom of a little sippy cup from my granddaughter's first birthday yesterday. And it signifies 2 homes and the dreams of 2 daughters now being realized in 2 granddaughters. The one who's now 1 year and one who is to be born in the next couple of weeks. So they've united. They've fulfilled the hopes of these 2 daughters to have children, and they've united 2 very disparate families and now maybe even disparate cultures in their own lives.
This water represents 2 spots. One, my grandchildren water play this summer, Patrick's children up in Wells, and the other representing the water in Ashcroft, used for irrigation in the desert hills that are as desert as I've ever seen anywhere, and then the glorious lush food growing thanks to water. So I couldn't possibly take any from there.
Wilting alders, watering. Swim, wilting persimmon, watering the garden. Ah, home.
Water from the beginning of time, water from the center of our galaxy, water coming here before we were born, before our solar system was born, coming soon, end of October, interstellar water for all of us.
Morel Lake Healing Sanctuary.
Oops. Water tumbling down as rain and hail in Rhinebeck. Water rising high up in the Bay of Fundy, and water tumbling down again in Montmorency Falls.
water represents all the water I had the opportunity to swim and immerse myself in this summer, from the Salish Sea to Sprout Lake to the water in the Saskatchewan River running through the Badlands of Alberta.
Blissful swimming in Eagle Lake, walking along the Ottawa River. So grateful for the tap water coming out of my tap in Nanaimo that heals my body and makes me whole.
Well, no poem from me, but a tribute to the solace that water gives us, listening to the surging waves on the beach. That is my favorite place. And the ocean is a sacred place in itself.
Water from our building's jacuzzi, where my son spent the late part of every evening sitting there and ruminating. I don't know what else, but we sure miss him.
I bring the memory of the waters of Lake Okanagan from the Naramata Center, where we gathered each morning for a week in a circle of friends sharing poetry.
I put in water for those who deliver it to help put out fires in Canada, all across Canada, and those brave men and women that fly the helicopters and water bombers.
So finally, we add the water of previous communion at this fellowship. Tears of joy from this community, tears of sorrow, human water. Conceived in the watery substance of the universe, we come into the world in water, gushing forth in hope. And at the end of our time, we return, dissolved by the substances of our creation. We are eternal, formless yet always forming, lifeless yet always creating life. We are one with water. We will now offer a collective blessing of this water. So I invite you to join me together in saying, "This water is sacred," after each stanza from Reverend Debra.
Oops.
Oh, okay. It's not in my script. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes. After each of my stanzas, please reply, "This water is sacred." May it continue to... It is made sacred by the many hands that have poured it with intention and love, the many stories that each drop contains, the many lives surrounding it in this unique moment, connected by community and faith. This water is sacred. May it continue to flow through this community with shining reflections of the unique gifts that flow through each of its members.
This water is sacred.
May it continue to nurture this community with sustaining hope that we journey together through ripples of growth and change.
This water is sacred.
May it continue to bless this community with loving reminders of our collective responsibility to one another and the world.
This water is sacred.
May its ripples be a reminder that the changes and growth within this community bring movement and transformation to the world beyond our doors.
This water is sacred.
May its purity offer grace to our community and the willingness to forgive ourselves and one another when we make mistakes.
This water is sacred.
In moments when we are confused or uncertain, may it bring us clarity of purpose and commitment.
This water is sacred.
In the moments when the reservoirs of heart and spirit are drained by sorrow or pain, may it nourish them with the knowledge that we are surrounded by a deep and abundant love.
This water is sacred.
And now let us please rise in body or spirit and join together in singing another of Tony's song, Buon Esperi. Thanks, Reilly. Thank you. I don't.
Buon Esperi, of course, means good spirit, and this is it's not. It wasn't written as a sing-along song, so you just maybe you don't know the melody, but maybe you can come in on the choruses. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's hard to follow me on a song that you don't know the melody of. It's not a hymn, not in our hymnal. There is a tale the elders tell of a lake where spirits dwell, enchanted lake. I found you. I paddled your flat water in my canoe. You lure the birds overhead. You hold the sun's fire to red. You coax the moon and stars of night to dance upon your waters to my delight. Spirit of the lake, I call to you by the trailing wake of my canoe. You are the one to set me free. Rise from your sleep and speak with me. Whisper my name, Bon Esprit. Whisper my name, Bon Esprit.
Is that something?
I come to you time and again. You show yourself. You are my friend. You are the place that time forgot. I have aged so much, but you have not. And now I'm here. It's been too long. I feel you near. I hear your song. Ochre stained on ancient stone. Echoes of your children. I'm not alone. Spirit of the lake, I call to you by the trailing wake of my canoe. You are the one to set me free. Rise from your sleep and speak with me. Whisper my name, Bon Esprit. Whisper my name, Bon Esprit. Whisper my name, Bon Esprit.
Thank you, Tony. You can't tell Unitarians not to sing if the words are up there. That doesn't work. I'm going to, I never asked these two special people before, but Charla and Debbie, would you mind? Oh, you've only got one arm. Okay. Would someone else like to? Oh, Holly, okay. Well, I never asked them, so thank you. Holly and Charla will now pass the baskets for the offering. For those here with us for the first time, your presence is your contribution. You do not need to contribute. Those online can go to our website and click the big blue donate button on the home page to give. To help the wider community, half of all cash donations will be given to our charity of the month, and this month's charity is the Unitarian Shelter. If you want your donation to go to the charity of the month, you will need to make a note of that on your e-transfer or check. Thank you so much for your support. And I wanted to just say something about our new sacred water. That water is the water we use in the bowl for Joys and Concerns. So it's used all year round. And occasionally I have to boil it because people put water with live microbes in, which is great. They just do their life cycle, so.
From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live.
I can tell we all had such rich and complex summers, I think, for so many people here. So I'm going to maybe suggest that we all just take another big deep breath right now together. Feel yourself here present together in this room. Formless, yet always forming. Lifeless, yet always creating life. We start this fellowship year with a wish to join our lives together like water, to learn once again that we are not isolated beings, but instead connected to community, to each other, to our own spirits, and to our source, whatever we may choose to call it. May it be so, and blessed be. Please join me, rise in body or spirit, and we'll sing Blue Boat Home.
This one you will know. Though below me I feel no motion, standing on these mountains and plains, far away from the rolling ocean, still my pride and heart can say, I've been sailing along my give thanks to the waves upholding me. Hail the great winds urging me on. Read the infinite sea before me. Sing the sky my sailor's song. I was born upon the fathoms, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home.
Okay. We're going to have some, there they are. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. We are nearing the end of our service. After we sing Carry the Flame, you have the opportunity to join a social group, which is just everybody in the hall. I think that's a COVID thing. I don't remember why it says that. Anyway, there's the online, but I haven't got there, but I just realized it's awkward. In the hall, there are refreshments and discussion, which it's not awkward, it's wonderful. If you want to join an online breakout room, those are also wonderful. Stay online and the host will put you there. Honestly, I've heard that the greatest discussions have been going on online in small groups. So if you're online, stay on if you want that. I want to thank the many people who have given their time and energy to make today's service so wonderful. The Sunday Services Committee, the audio-visual team, Tony, our music man, the greeters and offering collectors, those at the welcoming table, the kitchen volunteers who come early and stay late for cleanup, those who brought food and flowers, our heartfelt gratitude to you all. We'll now sing our final song, Carry the Flame. The words are on the wall in the hall. There's some up there and there's some back there. Our custom is to stand and hold hands or touch elbows as you are comfortable. Should we go in front or behind? Maybe behind. Okay.
A hand and an elbow.
There we go.
Carry